Hi you guys, so I'm back and I got my new camera. I'm very happy about that, and I'm still learning it, so I'm focusing it and like trying to get a feel for it. And I thought that I would come on and make a little short video for you guys today since it's been a hot minute. So I decided to kind of keep this channel kind of ASMR, but just little like vlogs as well. So I just want to show you guys what I bought. Okay, I got the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette, and it smells like peaches. What is that? It smells like peaches. And I'm wearing it right now, but I wanted to show you guys how it came packaged. It comes in this little box. I got this at Ulta, and the lettering is raised, so it's like embossed with gold. It's a really nice package. And then it has like the ombre effect across the cardboard, and then of course all the ingredients, and this little Hello Peach guy right there. It's kind of cute, and it's also raised. And it says, "Be sweet as a peach with these fresh picked shades infused with juicy scent, antioxidant rich essence of peach. Create endless looks with 18 shades of peachy pinks, corals, bronzes, and pops of purple that will have you looking summer fresh year-round. Includes our signature glamour guide with 3 looks to get you started." So I've already done a tutorial on this makeup look on my beauty channel. If you guys are interested, I will link my other channel below where I do like hauls and makeup and stuff like that. Okay, I'm trying to open it with these nails and it's not easy. Okay, these nails are like a handicap. Okay, open. Why can't I do it? Oh, there we go. Okay. So, slide it out. And the case looks like this. It's metal. And it's also the ombre coloring. It's really pretty. And if you haven't seen the other chocolate cases, they're very similar. I'll show you the chocolate bonbon case that this is the chocolate bonbons case, and this one smells like chocolate. That one has heart-shaped colors. So it's very similar to these. And they have the chocolate bar one. And then those are those colors. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you the peach. The one thing I noticed about the peach palette is that it didn't have any like long colors. Like, for example, like you see in this one, it has a long color here and a long color there. This one didn't have one of those. Sorry about all the noise, but it looks like this. And the colors are, I'll hold it up. I'll hold this up so you can kind of read the colors with me. White peach, luscious, just peachy. I think it's, I'll show you. Bless her heart, and tempting. And then this one is charmed, I'm sure. Then we have nectar, cobbler, candied peach, Bellini, peach pit, delectable. Then we have peaches and cream, Georgia, Puree, Summer Yum, and the last one is Talk Derby to Me. That's like a dark purple with glitter. So that is the Just Peach palette. It smells like peach. It smells so good. I really like this one. I don't know, like the colors just pop. I mean, it's one of my new favorite palettes now. So very happy I bought it because I almost didn't buy it, and I was like, oh, those colors are just gonna be like, they're not gonna look good on me. But they ended up, I ended up loving them. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad I bought this. And it's also like, once they stop selling them, it's hard to find them. So if you want to get one, you know, a lot of stores are selling out, so you're gonna have to like order it online or something like that. But there was only 2 left when I went and I picked mine up. Okay. And if you're wondering about the cost, it's like $49. And it comes also with a guide that gives you some makeup tips, like some looks that you can use to get you started. It comes with this guide, and it gives you can do these 3 looks, and it takes you step by step on how to do them, and then you can create your own looks or whatever with all the colors. So little booklet comes in here, and there's like a little pocket in here that the booklet goes in, and then this would slide in like this. There you go. But I'm not putting it back in here because y'all know with these nails I can't get nothing open, so I'm gonna put it in my drawer for now. And if I look kind of like glistening, I was outside and you know, doing some things, so I might have a little glisten on me. But anyways, I want to also show you guys something that I've been wearing a lot, and it is La Bijou Parfum, and it's like one of my favorite scents. I wear this every day. It smells so good. Let me just spray some on because I like to smell good. Okay. Yes. Just love it. It's like light, fresh. It just makes you feel like citrusy, floral, and fresh. And that's how I want to feel. Sorry, y'all. My kids were playing hide and seek and they were screaming, and I'm like, no, can't have that. So I had to go take care of some business right quick. Anyways, so I'm just here at my new vanity. I'm probably gonna give y'all a little tour of my new room that I'm filming in, because y'all have not seen it yet. So I'm gonna give y'all a little tour. It's not really clean right now because I had a lot of things going on this morning, and I filmed other videos, and it's just not put together right now for a little tour. But it will be very soon, and I promise you guys I'm gonna give y'all a tour. Okay. Yeah. Meanwhile, let's talk about 2017, or what's coming up for this year. A lot of people died in 2016, a lot of famous people, but that always happens if you ever like pay attention towards the end of the year. A lot of people start dying because it's like the end of the year, the end of the season, plus there's a full moon coming, and you know, a lot of people will die at that time. It's just like the cycle of life. That's how it happens. If you know a nurse or doctors, the emergency rooms are always filled up this time of year, and during like the oncoming or the full moon, it's very full. So that's just a cycle of life. So yeah. Anyway, sorry y'all, I keep getting interrupted, but So I got, my new camera is a Canon camcorder. And the reason it took so long for me to get it is because when we moved, our house was like newly built, so it wasn't even on Google Maps. The post office had not like registered it yet to even receive mail. And so I had already ordered my camera, put my new address down, thought my camera was on the way. They sent my camera through like the mail, the USPS or whatever, and they sent my camera right back saying this address is no good. So I was like, what? And so I had to go through the whole holiday season without a good recording camera, and I had to use a vlog camera, which was not a good camera for what I was trying to do, but I made it through. And finally my camera came this morning, and I was so happy because you never appreciate how good quality a camera is until you use one that's not up to par, or as, you know, good. So, you know, I really appreciate good cameras now. I didn't know, you know, before, you know, how lucky I was. My camera messed up. It wouldn't charge anymore, my old camera. And I probably can get it fixed, but it would probably cost about the same to get a new camera. So I just didn't bother with it. I have a Canon, what is this, VX or Vixia HFR 300. I'm looking at the label of it. It's a Canon Vixia HFR 300, if you guys are wondering. It's a camcorder. And I had a Samsung camcorder before, and it lasted a pretty good while, but you know, when you're filming and you're, you know, plugging it in and unplugging it and plugging it in, it kind of wears out on the hardware of the camera, and then it'll eventually stop charging. So that's what happened to my old camcorder. But yeah, but it's fine. I replaced it and I'm good to go now. So I'm just here trying to get back on track and start making videos for you guys. I know you like talking videos, soft talking videos, gum chews and stuff like that. I don't have any gum, but like this mirror, I love this mirror. It's like this little handheld black floral mirror. If y'all don't know, I shop on wish.com a lot, and I got this mirror off wish.com for $1, and it folds like this, and you can like set it up and it's like $1, and it's just so cute on my vanity because it matches, it's black. And my vanity is set up kind of like black and white gothic look. I have like skulls, skeletons, bats, you know, it's black and white, and it's an antique desk that I converted into a vanity. So I'm going to show you guys that when I get it all cleared up and ready to film it for you guys. So that's coming up. I also wanted to show you guys, you know, my house. I'm probably going to do a little house tour when I get everything together, and you get to see where I live now. We moved, and I'm really happy here. I love the neighborhood. New neighbors moved in. And we have neighbors that were already there. They're building houses still. So it's a very new neighborhood, okay? I actually live next door to a sheriff. And on the other side, a little family with a little boy. So it's kind of cool. I live really close to the mall, so I can go shopping a lot. Like, it's like it's like actually less than 5 minutes from my house to get to the mall. It's like, why so close? But you know, I like it. So I've been shopping a lot after Christmas sales, you guys. I know y'all don't really care about this kind of stuff, but that's when like all the good stuff goes on sale and you can just buy it and go crazy. But I have to stop myself because I got too much. When you move, you never understand how much junk you really have. It's like, oh, I have so much junk. I had to throw stuff away. I still have stuff in boxes that I will probably never use, but I could not throw it out because like the investment. So I might start to like sell stuff online and on Facebook and stuff like that of things that I will never use or that I can't reuse because I don't want to decorate this house the same as the other house. So then you lose those decorations and it's like, okay, now I gotta sell them. Anyways, yeah, so the weather is really nice. It's cool again in Houston. I'm supposed to be meeting a friend that I met on Facebook and through YouTube Saturday for like a meet and greet. She has a housewarming gift for me, so I'm gonna go meet her like at a Starbucks. And you know, I like meeting my viewers and my friends on Facebook. If they live close by, sometimes I'll go meet them and maybe have lunch or something. But yeah, it's interesting. Like, you know, I don't like to blow myself up and say, you know, I'm, you know, this and that and that. You know, I'm just a normal person, everyday average person. So, you know, when we meet, we're equal, we're friends, we're cool. You know, it's not even a thing. You know, I'm very down to earth, and I want people to be comfortable. I want to be comfortable, so I act like we've been knowing each other for years, which is how I feel around a lot of people, unless they're very awkward. And then I'm like, don't follow me home. Okay. Oh, story time. Okay, so one time I was driving home when I lived somewhere else, and I noticed this car was following me, and I was like, oh my God, is this person following me home? What? So I kept driving, right? And they were still following me, and I was almost to my house. And I was like, I'm gonna get them. So there's like this cemetery like a couple streets down. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna see if they follow me into the cemetery, because I have like a sixth sense of humor, right? So I passed my the street up that goes to my house, and so I kept driving, and they kept following, and I'm like, So I drove up into the cemetery, and they kind of slowed down, and they kept going. They passed it up, and I could see them like making a U-turn, like further down the road to come back, and they just went on ahead about their business. So, ladies, if you're ever being followed, or gentlemen, if you're ever being followed, go to your nearest cemetery and drop off that dead weight. They won't follow you anymore, I promise you. They'll be like, oh, I'm not going in there. I'm not going in there. You know, it's like, okay, I got somewhere you can follow me to. The grave. So, yeah, I have a sixth sense of humor. Y'all know I used to be a mortician, right? So I met like lots of like famous people, and in my lifetime, and they used to love for me to tell them about my job for some reason. Like, ooh, tell me about that job. Like, cause I I embalmed. I was a funeral director, and so all these, like, a lot of famous people would love to just hear my stories and hear me talk, and they were just like, oh, you're so cool, you're so fascinating, you're so smart. They were like praising me for just being me. And I'm like, okay, you're the famous one. Give me some money, you know. But I guess it's like, you know, when you're famous, especially men, when you're famous, you know, you meet the same type of people, you know, the same type of people over and over, like the groupies, the ones that's trying to get famous. Here's my mixtape. I'm a model. You know, can I be in your video? Then here comes me, strange one in black. You know, at the bar by myself, sipping on whatever I'm drinking or whatever. I'm like in my own world, not looking for anybody. And They approached me. I'm like, hey, do you want to come sit with us? Blah, 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 blah. You look interesting. I'm like, okay. And half the time I wouldn't even know who they were because I was probably tipsy. And my sister, we'd always used to go to the clubs together. And my sister would find me like sitting down talking with this person, and she's like, oh. And then she'd like, come here. I'm like, okay, excuse me, I gotta go talk to my sister. She's like, do you know who that is you're talking to? I'm like, no, who is it? I was like, oh, I'll be like, yeah, his name is whatever. And she's like, that's such and such and such you're talking to. I'm like, really? Oh, I will. And so did that a few times. I had no idea I was talking to some people, and we were just in deep conversation, like about the universe and the stars and death and life and stupid stuff, right? Deep stuff. And I had no idea like half these people were famous, and I'm just, on my drink. I was back in my 20s, and I was just sit and drink and just talk, about stuff. And they liked me. They were like, oh, you're so cool. And I wish there were more people like you in the world. I said, well, I guess I'm just rare. But anyway, that was back then. Now everybody has a story and a guru and a spiritual technique, right? But this was back in the 90s or the early 2000s when it was not about that. So it was kind of cool. A few people I've met like that I didn't know who they were. The first person that I met and I had no idea who I was talking to was, let's see, a lot of athletes, but the first one that I really met and had no idea who I was talking to was Tyson Beckford, the supermodel, the male supermodel. Oh my God. We were just like talking and hanging out, smoking a cigar together, and, just chilling and talking about life and death and, whatever. And no idea who it was. I was just sitting there. And like, I was wondering why people kept looking at me, like staring at us and staring at me. I'm like, I had no idea, but lucky me, I guess. And then the sad thing about it is I didn't know who he was when I was talking to him, because I think it would have affected the conversation. Like, I wouldn't have been me if I knew it was him. You know what I'm saying? So after the fact, my sister was like, do you know who you were talking to? I'm like, I don't remember his name. That was such and such, the model, he's on the videos and that. I'm like, what? That was him? He looks different with his clothes on. So yeah, I've met other people too. Like, I don't really like to name drop, so I'll keep I only say a few names. Okay. Another person that I met that was really cool was Usher. Y'all know Usher. Met him. He was really cool, very down to earth, very nice. His choreographer was more into me than he was. Like, his choreographer liked me. His choreographer was like in love. I don't know why, but he was looking at me like he wanted to marry me. I swear to God. And I was flattered. I really was. I was flattered. He looked so nice and whatever, but at the time I couldn't, because I was married and I could only hang out with you and have a drink and be respectful and go home to my husband, because that's just what married women do these days. But yeah, so he was like, well, come sit with us at the table. And so I was sitting at the table at this little club with Usher and his choreographer and his security and whatever. And we were just talking, and I can't really say what we were talking about, but Usher's very cool, very smart. And the reason that they really liked me and they picked me out of the crowd, out of all the women in the club, why they picked me, it's not because of who I was, it's because of what I was wearing. Okay, let me tell you what I was wearing. Y'all gonna laugh. I was wearing a bright yellow t-shirt with Michael Jackson's face on it. I was wearing a blue jean jacket with Michael Jackson's face bedazzled on the back. I was wearing a belt buckle about this big with Michael Jackson face on it and some jeans and heels. And I guess they liked Michael Jackson, and y'all know Usher loved Michael Jackson. So they just grabbed me as they were walking in the club and they're like, come with us. And then like we were talking and, you know, sit with us. What do you want to drink? Da 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 da. You know, so I've told this story before. I was out with a friend and, you know, they came and sat with us for a second, but they weren't really welcome at the bar. And I mean, at the table with us, because, you know, we were separated when they pulled me over there. So they didn't expect to be pulling other people with them. So they had to kind of like sit on the outskirts. But, you know, they were occupied already because they had other people there that they knew. So it was cool with that. Let's see who else I met. I don't know. Maybe next video I'll come up with some more stories. I met like a few comedians and stuff like that. So maybe I'll save that for another video and tell you guys about that, maybe going into 2017. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my little video, my story time, my makeup palette, my shopping stories, my boring blog. But like, you know, some people listen to these videos to fall asleep or to relax, so it's not really supposed to be all that exciting. No, is it? Because if it were to be exciting, you might not be able to sleep. And you might be up all night thinking about what I did. So, I'm going to leave it at that. And happy 2017, you guys. If I don't see you before then, have a happy new year and be safe.